Yes, yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. And I'm joined by my brother from the West Coast. Eddie is in the building. What are you telling me, Eddie? You good?
I'm good. I'm good. About to get this haircut look like a brand new man. God
Let's
damn
go,
it. I'm
man.
out here, man. I'm out here looking like the Wolf of Wall Street or something. I gotta get this figured out. Boy, I woke up this morning. I didn't know where my hairline was. I thought I was on some Stephen A shit, man. I was crying in the mirror. Boy, I tell you. I was like, whoa, we can't be getting this way. Not
you,
yet. Not
you,
now.
nah, man. You thought you was gonna have to rock the baldy. Is that what you was
Yeah,
coming to?
yeah.
You
I'm
thought it
gonna
was gonna
get
be
closer.
baldy.
I'm gonna get closer. I'm gonna get close. It might be wave season. We not sure yet. It's
Yeah,
it's
man.
to be decided. To be
Yeah,
decided.
you gonna look fly regardless, man. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm saying?
appreciate that,
That
bro.
fresh trim confidence gonna be different. You
Oh
feel me
yeah,
in
it's
that?
there, brother. And I'm going out tonight. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. So yeah, man, we been having some fun. We
Let's
been having
go.
some fun, man.
Love that, man. Love to hear that. But yeah, people, like I stated, this is the Man United podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments and questions Manchester United related. Big up to everyone who's
Mhm.
supporting as always. Please make sure whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this back after, hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Hit that like button, share this across all the socials, and subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Road to 5K, closing in on 4,500. So we're closing in on the halfway mark. So let's get there. Hit that subscribe button. And like I said, like and share. But as you can see from the title, United, obviously we played yesterday against Real Sociedad, winning the game 1-0, but not topping the group because of goal difference. So that's why we didn't. No, yeah, it was goal difference because the head-to-head was the same, but it was a goal difference thing. So United finished runners-up in the Europa League group. A major concern. And I put that with a question mark. Obviously, people have heard me speak on this, but we'll go further in depth as we stated on the watch along. So we'll go to you, Eddie, first and foremost. You can either start with the game or you can start with us finishing second and the implications that has.
Start with the game.
Yes.
The game follows a consistent theme
Mm.
of the past couple weeks where we just can't score. Just can't score. I think you look at I'd say the times where we got two goals, you got a Fred deflection, you got a Bruno Wonder goal, right? Um when I look at what game came after that, the West Ham was it? We can even go farther back. I think it was when we had Sheriff at home, right?
Jesus, you
Scoring
take it. You know
one
what?
goal.
All these fixtures, because there's been so many in a short space of time, just
Yeah,
all mix into one for me in it. So I'm trying to figure it out
exactly.
which game was when and when we played who and who scored
hmm
because it was 2 games a week for like the past
hmm
3-4 weeks. But yeah, go on,
hmm
carry them.
No, no, that's where I'm at. I'm trying to recollect because I can't put them together. But I know for a fact we're going. We never hit the three mark, right? We've never hit the three mark. When we do score a goal, it's usually the only goal you're going to get out of us for that day. And to our credit, we've become one of the better defenses in the league. Um,
Something
from
that's
the
been hugely, something that is being hugely slept on.
yeah,
Hugely slept
yeah.
on. How good we are defensively as a team is big. So I'm not talking to individuals.
hmm
Martinez will get his plaudits, people. But
hmm
when you hear me talk about how good is that team, don't give me individuals. This is
hmm
why when I talk about a Barcelona, when I talk about a PSG, and we'll go further, having good individuals, tell me how good they are as a team. When I've spoken on AC Milan, and someone
Yeah.
will tell me Rafael Leao's fire. I think I rate Rafael Leao, but that doesn't make them a good team. That means they have
Right.
a good
Yeah.
they have a very very good individual. Hernandez,
hmm
Man Young, like these are good individuals. What are they like as a team?
hmm
And how good we are defensively as a team is being slept on because rivals ain't
hmm
taking our defenders.
No.
Rival fans don't rate our fullback. Casemiro, yeah, is the exception to the rule from a defensive standpoint. But Dalot, Martinez, Varane, Maguire, Lindelof, Shaw, Malacia. Rivals are not banging down the door saying, yeah, I'll take these players. But all of a sudden, we look good as a defensive unit. But sorry to cut you off. I am looking at the fixtures as well to try
No.
and
No. No.
jog the
No. No.
memory.
No worries. No
Yeah,
worries.
so we did hit Sheriff for free, but that's the only time.
That's the only time.
And then the Omonia away game. Ironically, Manchester City away we scored three as well. That's ironic.
That's
And then
hilarious. That's
that is
hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Other than that, so yeah, fucking City or shit. Your shit. I
Ironic, but
hope
yeah,
you
go
and
on,
your
Eddie. I didn't mean to.
yeah, you and them 5 fans. I hope y'all heard that. I think you're shit.
Yeah. Hey, they got 6, man. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me
Yeah,
chill.
I'm saying. Yeah. Go on, carry on, fam.
Let me get. I had to get it in. I had to get it in some way. Yeah, it's like going into this Aston Villa game, playing a fucking Unai Emery team. It's probably going to be another 1-0. Because they don't have the quality in the midfield. They don't. The striking, I guess you can say Ings, Bailey, but I think we didn't seen better strikers of the ball than them. So, and we've held up our own. Yeah, and no Bruno, so I expect somewhat better ball control in the midfield. The only thing that scares any United fan is this attack, because this attack is shit enough to let us down.
Yeah, and it's mad that you mentioned the attack. Big up to Anton as well. If you do super chat, we will get to it. I'm glad you mentioned the attack. Yo,
Oh, so
Flawless and
there
Eddie.
you go.
Yo, Flawless and Eddie, what striker would you sign next summer? It's a good question. Eddie, further on that, you can answer this first.
Oh, give me Ivan Toney, man. Give me Ivan Toney. It won't cost that much. As going into the market for a proven striker from a proven team, you already know from what we've seen. There's regular prices, and then there's United prices. I've come to that conclusion. And the same thing happens with my Lakers. Motherfuckers can get traded for pennies on the dollar. We got to give up the whole goddamn dollar plus the cashier. That's how they do it, because they know we the bank. Yeah. Like we got it like that. So they're gonna try it. So I would go Ivan Toney. Vlahovic, he's solid, and I think he does fit the profile of what we need from our 9, just being fucking stout, being somebody you can play passes off of. So yeah, he can do a number for us. Yeah, I wouldn't be too bad.
I'm with you on that. It's like I say, because people ask me this question, so rather than say names, I always go profile. And the profile, this is just my personal preference. Give me a link, man. Give me a player that's a great foil for the number 10 and the 2 wide players, but can also pitch him with the goal. In terms of his individual attributes, has to have pacing behind. Has to be mobile. He needs, like, that's not a luxury. To me, that's a necessity. I need my number 9 to have pace. Secondly, obviously, you want him to be able to pitch in with goals. That's what that is. So I'd say more so profile. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Ironically, give me an available Tony Martial. That's the profile I want.
Yeah,
just someone who's like real. Martial in terms of, but when I say that, people, I'm saying in profile, so he can be better than Martial at certain things. But I'm saying profile wise, that's what I want. But he needs to get on the goddamn pitch. Like João Felix has just been put on the transfer market. This is what I've heard. He's been put on the transfer market. Him and a few others at Atletico Madrid. My problem with João Felix, and I was having this discussion, I think it was in a Q&A, it's not his ability, it's getting on the pitch. I was going through his numbers. He don't play enough. I think he's, for once, and I don't know if it's injuries or I don't know if it's Simeone not picking him. That I'll have to look into. But I think he's only played over 30 league games once for Atletico Madrid. And you've been there 4 or 5 years now. So whether that's injuries or whether that's the manager not picking you, or a combination of both. And that's my problem. I want someone, but again, this is my preference. Give me someone with P&P. This is why if we were to sign a Rafael Leao, even though he's not a centre forward, I'm with that. P&P, because I will forgive your technical deficiencies with pace and power, because more often than not, you'll get into positions just for your pace and power. But we'll move. We'll move. And James is saying Martial's lost his pace. He ain't a speed demon he used to be. I can't say that because I've not seen Martial play. I don't know. I don't have enough evidence to say he's lost his. We've not seen him play. Has he played a full 90 this season? I don't think he has.
No.
I don't think he's played a full 90 because he came off against Everton, against Liverpool. He came on, against City. He came on. That's what I'm not saying. I'm describing Depay. I'm not a fan of Depay. I don't put Depay in that
Really?
P&P box. That's just me, though. I've never been a fan of him, and I'm still not. So let me reiterate that. When I say Martial, he's not P&P like that, but he has it. To me, Depay is just a man of many traits and a master of nothing. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. People keep hyping this guy and hyping this guy and hyping this guy. And every time I watch him, yeah.
Because I think...
And Anton, big up for the super chat as well. Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Anton, always. I think the thing with him is, like you said, like if you're playing Depay, right, you probably want to play two wingers who are absolute goal threats. Because he'll be able to play with them. And the thing with Depay is he's just not a brilliant goal scorer. And in the Prem, because of the defense that you're going up against, you need that attention to be drawn to the middle of the pitch in order for you to have the space for your wingers to attack.
Yeah.
And Depay's issue is he's not effective enough, to your point, to where the defense respects what he can establish in the middle of the pitch. Of course, he can play a pass, he can do this, he can do that. But when they make it, Depay, you beat us.
Yeah,
that's when it starts to get a bit sticky. He misses a lot, but he's technically sound. He's energetic. Honest to God's truth, the fucking Amsterdam red light district Lacazette. If we gonna tell the truth, we watched it as United fans. If we don't tell the truth, we know what it was.
He did when he was at us. He was very Lacazette-esque. I've not watched him since closely, people.
No, it's
so
the
I
same
can't.
deal. It's the same deal.
But every time I watch this guy, I'm like, I'm never impressed. And big up to Jesu saying he's also injury prone as well. Let me have to look at his numbers. Bear in mind, this man is 28.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, this man is 28, going to be 29 in February. So he's 29 in 2-3 months. So when does it stop being he's talented and he has to produce? Because people will write off a Martial who is 25, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, not writing him off, but saying he needs to deliver. So how come Depay gets a pass? When is this guy going to have an accepted? This guy is now in his prime years. You are 28. You're supposed to be your prime years for an attacker. When is he going to deliver? Because Marcel's saying he's been better since he left you guys. I would expect him to be better because he's getting older.
He's getting older. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, when is this guy going to deliver an exceptional season? Let me have a look.
No, it would have, to be fair to you, it would have happened by now.
Yeah, because I'm looking at it. Right, he's only been at Barcelona 2 seasons.
Yeah.
I did not realize
how many
that.
goals?
So he's got 12 in his first. So he played 28 games, got 12 goals, which is a good return.
Shit.
Not enough games, though. 28 league appearances is not enough for me. That's just me speaking.
He played even in that 28, you only giving me 12.
Yeah, which is depending on where he was playing. And you mentioned it there in regards to the players around him. If he got 12, but the two wingers both got 15 each, that's a good return if he's a foil for them. He could have been the Firmino type. Not sure about the assists. I just got this on Wikipedia. And then in Europe, he got 1 goal and 9 appearances on 1 goal.
Yeah, I think with him, he would be a great backup option. I don't think he's the one that you want to lead the line, but because you got a player like Martial where you're just trying to see. You gave us a COVID season. You stayed fit. We saw what you can do.
Yeah.
Next season comes around. Injuries come back. Yeah, because after the COVID season, was that the Ollie getting fired joint?
Did Ollie he got fired? Yeah, Ollie got fired last season. So it would have been 2020. No, it would have been 21-22 season.
Yeah, and 2021 was COVID.
Yeah. Shit, was it? Or was that a year before?
Shit, bro, I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. All these things just blur into one, fam. I'm telling you.
So in 2021, for Leon, Depay had 20 goals and 12.
We got Peter in the cut as well. We'll go on.
What's up, though, Peter? What's up, big dog?
Yeah, and it's like he's at Leon, and people will hype up his numbers at Leon, but he did Pepe numbers. Pepe
Yeah,
did them numbers.
that's the thing.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like his last season he got 20 league goals, cool.
Yeah.
The season before we got 9 and 13. 9 and 13 is impressive, but he played 13 league games. So unless he fell out with the manager or he was injured, that's a problem. The season before 10 from 36. Season before that 19 from 36. These are goals, people, which is 2 good returns as well for Leon. And then he got 5 and 17 and 16, 17 the season after. So I'm looking here. This guy rarely even when he was at United, like he had the one season where he played 29 games. But that's not enough matches. 28 games last year, 13 in one of the seasons. I give him the Leon seasons. He was there. 37 and 236 is good. But I'm just tired of hearing hype, man. This guy got to deliver.
Yeah, especially at this age, we're not really here for that. I'm not here for that. Yeah, it's tough. Like if I go look at Vlahovic, I'm pretty sure I won't see 12 goals. Like,
let's have a look. You know what I'm saying, I see people.
Because I think he physically fits the profile of what we need, right? Because if you got, to be fair, Sancho, Anthony are a bit on the smaller side, right? Like you gotta have some kind of fucking physical impact in there.
So he played only 15 games last season for Juventus. That would have been half the season though. That would have been half the season.
I think because he was a transfer in.
Yeah. And he played 21, so he's played a lot. He's played the majority of the games. That's fair enough. That's a good return.
Yeah,
that's a good return. That's what 21, 10, 30. That's 36 games. That's a good return. He seems actually, when I'm looking at it with Fiorentina, he's pretty much stayed fit. From like 1920, he played 30 games. 2021, he played 37. 21-22, he played 21, but he got 17 goals. But that's the only season you look at and go. And then this season, he's 6 from 10, which is a good return as well. But I don't know enough about Vlahovic. I've not watched him play people. So I really don't know about Vlahovic like that. Is he quick, though? What's he saying pace-wise? Or is he one of them players who's not fast, but he's not slow?
Yeah, I think that's where his best description is. Gakpo, again,
with the Gakpo thing, are you?
I'll leave it at that. There was understood. Don't need to be explained. Shout out to you. Yeah. So we'll let that slide. Because again, it's like me. I got me personally. Peter, you're out here trying to commit crimes. Don't throw that in there. Personally, like I enjoy our wingers. I think you got kind of a yin and the yang, right? Yeah. Because Sancho's game isn't loud.
Yeah.
And you have Anthony's game over there who is. And again, we've seen how Sancho can operate in those tight spaces. We've seen Anthony is better when he's on the move, on the fly, going against the grain, going against going on the counter. And RJ, again, if he wants, again, I'm not managing Manchester United. I'm just speaking about my preference. If the manager wants Gakpo, he thinks he can get a tune out of him, by all means, go get him. Go get him. If I end up being right about him, I end up being right about him. If I end up being wrong about him, I still get to enjoy it because he's scoring goals. Right. So I hear people on the Gakpo, right? But yeah, it's just you put Martial in the mix. He's a goal scorer extra. Like I've seen enough from him to understand like composure. Yeah. Let me put my hood on. Let me put my hood on. Make sure it points, Peter.
You want a wild joke.
I'm picking Vlahovic. Let me make sure it's pointed at the top. You can see it now, right? My fault. Let me not do that.
I'm here to respond to you. I don't know enough about either of these two.
Yeah, so I'm
gonna say either already. I don't know.
Jonathan Davis, Canadian.
Yeah, I know that much because we was talking about him. Was it Alam? Yeah, obviously Alam's Canadian, so he was.
Yeah, we've been talking about him, right?
Yeah, on the NBA streams. Yeah. Because obviously they got my guy Alphonso Davis playing.
Yeah, that's one where I'm like, okay, I gotta believe it before I see it, because anybody on this side of the ocean, I don't trust them. I'm gonna be fair. Everybody on that side of the Atlantic, I got all the faith in the world. You coming off from this side? Nah, family. Stay here. Pick up baseball or basketball or American football. You dig what I'm talking about? So,
well, when it's that soccer ball, it's different.
yeah, when they start saying soccer, I start. You said what? Soccer? Not this one.
Nah, Fez. You lot get your questions in. Obviously, that's Sarcasm City because Anton dropped the super chat. That's why we went in that direction. But we'll continue to talk about the game.
You think I trust anybody associated with the United States national team? You're fucking bugging.
So Jess says you don't trust Sergio Dest.
Yes, I'm literally rooting for Iran. I'm rooting for Iran come World Cup time. That's my team in that group. Oh, I'm not saying yeah, that's fair. That's fair, Peter. He fits that description too.
Yeah, Peter, I'm here. You the names we being linked with, like I'm not with the pie. Let me just point that out. James made a point about Ivan Toney where he said Ivan Toney isn't good enough to win us a league title, in my opinion. Is he even better than Martial? My point is with Toney, I don't know. Because someone asked me this question. I think it was yesterday. I think someone mentioned this. It may have been on a watch along, it may have been the Q&A. And I said with Ivan Toney, I don't know his level. Because someone was like, who do you want as a striker? And I said, Ivan Toney, I would prefer as the number 2 option. I would prefer Ivan Toney. I do agree with you partly, James, in the terms of, but if we were to go Ivan Toney number 1, yes. Like he's done enough to warrant a chance and an opportunity to do it. He scored goals for Brentford.
Yeah.
And he's been a great foil for Brentford. He's done well in the Premier League so far. So therefore, Ivan Toney deserves his shot to, like, why does he not deserve his shot at the big time? There isn't anybody, like, a lot of people you could put in that bracket. You say they're not good enough to win us a league title, in my opinion. Ivan Toney, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying I don't know. But I think the opportunity is earned. And I think Ivan Toney deserves his opportunity. He can't do any more. But I'd personally, in a personal, like my preference, I'd prefer him as the number 2 option. Well, I see it. Big up Sid as well in the cut as always. Yeah, go on.
This is my thing. Like, Peter, I'm with you. I think Ivan Toney is honestly like Martial, but more fit. Like, I think they provide the same exact thing, right? Like, great technique in the area where it's most needed, right? Like, can score a screamer, can make the most, like, again, that is, I still have not forgotten that assist that he played to, I think it's in Bueno, maybe that was, I forget who it was. It might not be in Bueno. I might be getting my Africans mixed up, but I have that allowance. Okay, shout out to the mother.
Allowance. You do have that allowance.
Yeah, thank you, Marcel. His passing is so underrated, bro. I think he had 2 assists against us. I swear to God, he did. He had 2 assists.
I forgot them goals from. But I hear your point.
We all tried to. We all tried to. But it was just his performance alone put me on like, okay, this one of them ones. You gotta, next time he come around, I'm talking about, hey, bro, we need a double team type shit. Like, it's in Bueno. Okay, yeah.
It's in Bremo. Yeah, man is saying it's in Bremo.
Bro, he got past Shaw. He got that ball in there for the goal. I'm just looking at him like, get him to my club ASAP. Like, I just view him very highly. And I view Toney highly as well. But Toney is based off of the flashes. I mean, Martial is based off of the flashes. Toney is based off of the day-to-day production that he gives. That's the difference. That's why I can't get around. I can't even, again, I put my right hand up. Platinum card-carrying member of Martial FC. But, hey, man, we gotta respect the competition. That's what we do here. We respect the competition. We see Toney. We see how he puts in an effort every time he's out there. I got to give it to Toney. I can't give nobody. I got to give it to Toney.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine we did sign Ivan Toney and we have Tony Martial and Ivan Toney. You know what I'm saying? And that. Like, we got hella Anthony's as it is. We got 3. And now we got
3. Yeah.
Now we got
That's 3 Tonys. Tony. If you know, you know. If you know, you know in the chat. Tony. If you know, you know.
Totally.
Okay?
So yeah, my point is with Martial. I've said this before. Martial, the biggest problem I have with him is availability. That's why I'm not comparing him. And I'm not saying that again. Let me reiterate. I'm not saying Ivan Toney is good enough. What I'm saying is, people, he deserves his chance because his attributes, and he produces. I look at his attributes as a number 9. I look at what he's done at Brentford. You deserve your shot.
Yeah.
And he's also Jamaican descent, so I'm slightly biased on that point as well.
There we go.
Hey, Peter, we ain't got no strikers. You know what I'm saying? He said none of your strikers currently function well in the 2. Tony, we ain't got no strikers.
Yeah. We don't have a striker.
Ronaldo don't count. You know what I'm saying? He don't count.
Again, that's
He don't count. Rashford is better in the 2, but we all know he's better out wide. So I hear you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not turning up I would take Tony. That's the one striker I would go and get. I would just have him as a number 2 option. But if he was the number 1 option, I wouldn't be mad. But more so, I want us to sign 2 strikers regardless. I've been saying this for the longest. We need 2 strikers minimum. You know what I'm saying? We need 2 strikers bare minimum. Really, probably 3, to be honest.
We need a rebuild in that
area
position.
Yeah.
Again, we had the fucking Uruguayan Tarzan show up, get the plaudits, didn't deserve it because he did a fucking job, but we needed something like that, right? And you can shout out to Daps.
Oh, is that Daps? Yeah, shout out Daps. Never a foul. I think it's Daps. Message me so I know it's you, and I'll mud you if it's not. But even if whether it's a fake or real Daps, big up to Daps. Go check out Never a Foul. Do great work. You can catch Daps. He's on Battle of the North with me, Hassam, Matisse. You can catch him on the Big Six show as well. So make sure you go and check out Daps. I'm saying, and the whole Never a Foul gang as well.
Yeah, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like, chat mafia. Jump that shit.
B.O., I'm not saying that he flops. The original point that James made was, is he good enough to win United a league title? And I'm not saying he is or he isn't. What I'm saying is, I don't know. Is he that good? But yeah, I'll say this again, people, because people get things like misinformed and don't listen. Not any of you lot yet, but I'm just saying that's why I repeat myself. That's why I be on that Denzel Washington thing to get the point across. Because people, I'll say this again, and someone will pop up and say, "How do you want Ivan Toney? He can't win as a league title." I'm not saying he can or he can't, people. What I'm saying is he deserves his opportunity to do so.
Yeah,
that's legit because he's performed at a lower level in the Premier League. And James, who says, does Mitrovic not deserve a chance? No, because Mitrovic has failed in the Premier League however many times. This is his first successful stint. So no, Mitrovic don't deserve his chance. No, it's not the same thing. He's had, let me Google Mitrovic's numbers. He's been in the Premier League ample times. And yes, he's having a good season this season, but before that, before that, no. Right, 1 second. Let me actually check Mitrovic's numbers.
Hey, James, it doesn't matter. You can get that.
Let me see this.
That's a Peter masterclass.
What's this?
Oh my god.
Message me, man. You know what I'm saying? Message me, Daps. So I know it's you. WhatsApp me. Tony plays like Drogba. Best way I can put it. That's a big compliment to him, Peter.
It's a facts. It's legit. It's like with Tony, it's like one-stop shop. Everything you need. There's not one part of his game. Like he's a good player. It's like Drogba was okay technically. You know, mentality-wise, he was out of this fucking world.
Blessed Daps. I see you, my guy. I'm gonna mud you now.
Tony's kind of in the same light to where it's not like I don't think he does everything well, one thing exceptionally well. He does a lot of things very good. There's a lot of things to his game that are very good. There's not one thing you can point to. Yeah, he excels at a lot. It's not like, we say some people are just good at a couple things.
Yeah.
Very good at a couple things. So it's a bit of a higher level with him.
Yeah, and that's what it is. So yeah, James, I'm looking at Mitrovic's numbers. He's been in the Premier League 1 season, 2, 3, 4. He's been here 4 times. All right, in the 18-19 season, he got 11 and 37. But other than that, he's never done anything. So he's been here. This is his 5th time of asking. So no, Mitrovic don't deserve his shot at all. No. Plus, I'm not a fan of his profile either. But that's just my personal thing. It's not. Yeah, he's cold, Peter. I don't doubt. Like I said, I don't doubt Tony's. I said I want him
Yeah.
at my club. That's what it is. Jez says, just the question then: should United next season target to be win or challenge for the title? I think
I would say usually I give
variables. How well do we do this season, Jess? If we do what I think we should do this season, and we have another window where we sign 5-6 players and the current trajectory, yes, we should challenge. Yes, if you add 5 or 6 players to this team and they have the impact of the 5 or 6 that we've signed, yes, we should. But again, that's trajectory. That's if this season goes how I expect it to go. If we don't win anything and finish outside the top 4, then no. Because you don't go from outside the top 4, no trophies to go, yeah, you're going to challenge. But if it goes the way I think it's going and the trajectory we're on and we're rising, not win people. Let me reiterate that. No, because we're not better than City, but we should be in it. Yes.
In it. Yeah. Because honestly, and I'm gonna say it right now, and I don't care what people think.
It's going to be good.
I think a majority of our starting 11 is better than Arsenal's starting 11.
And I think we have a better manager.
We have a better, I think, and you see where they're at now. You give him the process that he needs to build this team. I don't see why we can't be there. And see, this is what I'm saying. To Peter's point, we gotta get baby steps to that.
That's why I said though at the very start. I said if the trajectory is what it is, if we
and again, too, Peter, just again, speak on us with a little bit more respect, right?
Yeah, I don't like your tone, man.
Look at the table and then speak with us with a little bit more respect.
I don't like the tone.
Thank you, man.
I don't like the tone. I don't like the tone in which he wrote that. You know what I'm saying? I heard him say it. I heard how he said that. You know what I'm saying?
You see what I'm saying?
I heard that. I don't like how you type that, Peter. You know what I'm saying? You better type that again. I don't like that, man. That's not nice. You know what I'm saying? Word to Anthony Joshua, I don't know what's happening right now, but it's not nice. At the end of the day.
Not nice. It's not nice. Don't play, man.
It's not nice.
Oh, you know what? My apologies. I forgot. Shout out to the Saints. I forgot. You didn't associate yourself with.
Oh yeah, it's the Saints. Well, you are relegation show. But back to my point is that's why I said if this season goes how I think it should go. I've spoken in depth about this. I've said we don't go from being outside the top 4, winning nothing, to go challenge for a league title. No, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying we win the league title. I'm saying go establish ourselves as the second. I don't rate outside of City. Murtaza made this point. Outside of City, what other team in the Premier League is currently good? Arsenal, Chelsea. You got Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool, us. That's the next 5. None of those teams, and obviously things can change in terms of managers, in terms of windows. But if we're looking at it currently, why can we not be better than the rest? That has to be our aim. Currently, people say Arsenal are the best of the rest. I don't rate Arsenal. I know you don't rate Arsenal. Now, they could get better, yes. They have been very good. I agree with that, James. But do I fear them? Do I believe they're going to do anything? No. Nah, Peter, I said you're above the relegation zone. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And Temano says, this is why other fans banter us. We see a few games of decent football and we start talking about we can challenge. Listen to, again, people, this is why.
Yeah, man, come on, man.
Why I repeat myself, because people don't listen to what I'm saying. I legit said I started my statement. And I said, if this season goes how I think it should go, and we sign 5-6 players in the summer, why can't we challenge? That's a team worth challenging. 100%. I know we've been bad and United fans want to be miserable, and we'll get onto that in regards to the Europa League finish, because the sky's falling according to some United fans. But I like where we're going. And I don't rate the competition. Let me just get that out there. That matters. This is no longer Pep's still at City. This is no longer Klopp under Liverpool when Liverpool were Liverpooling. Tuchel's no longer at Chelsea. Two of that three hierarchy is now missing or not the same. So that's how I'm looking at it. And to Daps, who said about Callum Wilson or Ivan Toney, Callum Wilson just can't stay fit. That's the problem. It's an availability thing. I think he has. I don't think anyone doubts his skill and his talent level. That's what it is.
That's the only thing with him.
Yeah,
it's every time I see him score a goal, the next time I see that he has to rest, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. Like I think Peter was the one who said it and was like, Callum Wilson is very Martial-esque in terms of like his
Yeah,
availability and
man.
injuries.
Definitely.
I'm tired of these
Definitely.
players, man. I'm just like, what could be? That's how I look at Martial. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, yo, what could have been? We could do it. If only you had Bruno's availability. That's how I look at my shit.
Yeah, man.
Why couldn't you have Bruno Fernandez's availability and injury record? I'm saying Louis
I'd
Saha.
switch them out in a heartbeat. I'd
Like,
talk to whoever I need to talk to, whatever shaman, witch doctor, priest, whoever I need. Go get them spirits swap, my boy. Get them spirits to kind of do one of them ones, man. I need that.
Yeah, and that's legit what it is. And just show up about saying tone hype. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. Emmanuel says, flawless, relax, bro. We still have the same crumbling mentality. You need to relax. Even the best teams weren't challenging overnight. But that's not overnight. That's 2 seasons. 2 seasons is not overnight. And when I say challenge, I didn't necessarily say win. I never said win. We can be the best.
Yeah.
Yes, Manchester. Yes, at the end of next season, Manchester United could be the best of the rest.
Imagine this, though. This is what I always try to tell people.
That should be the aim.
Think about our first 2 results.
Yeah, I got you, Peter. Go on.
Against who, right? Think about our first 2 results. Then think about where we currently stand right now on points.
Yeah.
Think about that's 6 points. Let's say we don't even get 6. Let's say we get 2, 4, however you want to put it. That puts us higher up the table than we are right now, and we've been struggling. And again, hey man, tell Klopp Suarez ain't walking through that door. Sacco, Skirt, whoever you need, they ain't walking through that door, Playboy. So you have that's one peg down. City, of course, and I've said about Arsenal, I'm not a believer. I'm not a believer. I'm really not. They got to show me.
They got to do something. They ain't done nothing of note in 20 plus years. They have to do something. And when I say that, I'm not talking going winning a domestic cup. Go win the Europa League. Go win the Premier League. If they do one of those 2 things this season, I hold my hands up and go, you know what? Yeah. Arsenal are serious.
Yeah.
They've done something of note. They've done something. Yeah, Peter, bless up. They've done something of note. Go and do. I keep saying this. Go do something. Like, stop talking. Just hella talk. All respect. Hella just pure talking, man. More talking than a Dragon Ball Z saga. Just hella talking.
Yeah, man.
How about, man, you just fight and win?
End, those were the worst parts, though, bro.
Yo, you might just fight and win.
Who finna get this? Who finna catch these hands? And then, well, look at what has happened now. Like, nah, fam. Nah, that ain't it, bro. That ain't 30 minutes. Y'all better rewind that shit because I need to see kids give these hands.
Actually, it was crazy. When they was in the hyperbolic time chamber, this Dragon Ball Z people, and literally, Gotenks was talking to Piccolo, and Boo's like chilling, like eating and that, and he goes, "I'm tired of this. All you lot do is talk." And I shouted at my TV and was like, "Yo, he right. All you about to do is talk." You know what I'm saying? And that's a lot like Arsenal fans. And not just Arsenal fans. People, now you get rival fans back in Arsenal. And be like, respect Arsenal. Do something.
Do something.
That's all I keep saying.
Hey, Millie, listen to me. Listen to me. Let me get close to the camera. Yes.
Yeah, you're
my dog. But your team, every day I thank the Lord for what y'all going through right now. It's coming. It's coming. We're going to close the door. We're going to put the nail in the coffin. The battery is almost at 0% with no charger, Millie. It's about to be glorious.
When I say you're done, Ray, not like you're still. I can still think you're like finished top 4 and not done like going back to 7th and 8th and that. Not them times like Hodgson and Paul Konchesky as much as I would love that. I'm talking about you lot challenging for Premier Leagues and Champions Leagues. That's
Conference League on the way. Conference League goats. That's what y'all about to be. Y'all about to be a Conference League mainstay. Love it.
Peter says a big up Rums every single time as well.
We had Ronaldo suing in the car park. Y'all finna have Salah hitting the please be in I don't even know what town.
Guys in Albania or Belarus and that.
Nah, man, they probably off the islands or something. They probably off the I don't know which island, but the shit's undiscovered. They playing a team with no kits, no sponsors, no kits, no seats. That's who Arsenal about to be playing against. Them three. They got none of it.
Liverpool. Oh my God. PS says at the end of the day, Chelsea were top in December last season, and look how it ended. Giving flowers to a club in November is silly. All to play for still. That's legit. Like you can praise and go, yeah, they've had a good start.
Man, what did we have? I swear to God, we had a second. We had a second.
Yeah. We had a second, and I think a third. I think we had.
Was a second and a fourth. Shout out Roms, man. Shout out.
Yeah, big up Roms every single time, man. Good to see you. Know what I'm saying, star-studded in the chat.
Yeah,
people.
Hey, Roms, it wasn't you. You're the Liverpool brother in the chat who brought this on yourself. It wasn't you.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, like they are like Liverpool. When I say they're done, people, I'm just talking about like at the top level. That competing, being on for a quad with 2 games to go and all that, that's over. The show's over with that because you lot still win the FA Cup and the League Cup. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You lot with everybody else. You lot are just like everybody else now, Liverpool. It's back to reality now. You with United and you with Chelsea and you with Spurs and you with Arsenal. You are now
misery loves company. Come on, bro.
And we're actually on the way up. Like,
Millie,
you know what I'm saying?
Millie, again, you'll have your chance. But right now, we took ours. You know, it's funny. Every time I have a bad day, I just see Sancho sit your whole back line down just to get a little, little pep in my step. You know what I'm talking about?
He says the 4 clean sheets at home in a row is serious progress, saying that people are sleeping on. People sleep on that type of stuff.
Yeah. Like when was the last time we had 4 clean sheets in a season?
Yeah, in a season. Never mind in a row. That's the last time.
I'm out here begging. I'm supposed to be mad that the nickel is dirty. What we doing here? I'm saying give me 4 clean sheets in 20 games. You know me, please. You know what I'm saying? Give me 4 clean sheets a season. What I'm saying, bro. This shit happened to me. I swear to God. I bought the dude who was sleeping outside fucking McDonald's, and he looked at me like I was trying to kill him. I'm like, okay, brother.
Give me back
what you want to do? You want to eat this, or I'm gonna eat it? I pay. Like, don't do that.
Facts. Peter said, we had 7 clean sheets last season. So to get 4 in a row is major improvement, people. That's a major improvement.
At the beginning of the season, we have 4. I am just fine.
I think it's more than 4 because we've had 4 in a row, but we had 7 clean sheets last season, people. 7. Let me look at our fixture. Let me have a look. Let's see. So West Ham being one of them, Newcastle and Nova.
Whole time. I talk all this shit. I actually got a Spurs win this weekend.
Let's go Leicester, Southampton as well. All right, man.
I got a Liverpool win this weekend.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We definitely gonna get to that. But yeah, the improvement that has been, and Ray says we've been bad for months, y'all been bad for years. You might need a hub building. We have been bad for years, but we're not bad now.
We're not bad this year.
You ain't bad this year. Like that's the main difference, Ray, isn't it? Like, have we been bad for years? Yes. But are we bad now? No. Are you lot bad now? Absolutely. You lot are bad now. Ray, you don't believe you're going to win anything. Nobody does. I ain't met a rival fan that's like, yeah, we're going to do this. Give me a Liverpool fan, a Chelsea fan, Arsenal fan, or Spurs fan that thinks their team's going to win something. I've said United win a trophy this season, whether it's the Europa League or one of the domestic cups. But I think it'll be the Europa League. But hey, I'm saying, hey, Ray, that's your lookout, man. We'll be here, though, for you, man. We'll be covering it all, man, people. All Premier League, Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup, League Cup. We'll be here for it all. World Cup. Don't worry about it. All your footballing needs right here at Sarcasm City TV. So, you know what I'm saying? You already know. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel as well. Make sure you do that. Emmanuel says, until we actually build a bottle, we can't get gassed. The same team went on an unbeaten run with plus 20 games with Oli and we got exposed. I'm here for optimism, but let's be realistic. But what have we not been optimistic about? We haven't stated anything. I don't understand this. I'm lost. Like, who's gassed? I've just said we're a better team than we were last year.
And I hear that.
We've defensively
improved. I hear that, bro. I hear that. Yeah. Like,
go on, Eddie. Go on.
A lot of what the faith that people have in some of these players is based off of performances that Ollie put out, right? Meanwhile, brothers like us, even when Ollie was there, we said, yo, these performances ain't it.
Facts.
So, again, like with us, we know we have a difference in team because again, I got Lissandro, I got Casemiro,
Mhm.
I got Anthony.
Mhm.
Shout out my can't go back all stars. Can't go back to them favelas. Can't go back to them slums and all that. Can't do it. I done made too much money now. Can't go back all stars, man. That's what
Can't
I'm
go
saying.
back
That's what we got on our side.
That's jokes.
Lissandro then tried to punch up every striker on the other team since he's been here.
You got that
Anthony
dog
out
in
here
him.
screaming at Arsenal fans. Casemiro is doing, hey man.
Anthony, and that's his first day on the job. And he's screaming
Yeah,
at us.
first day on the job. First day on the job.
This guy ready to scrap. First day on the job. You know what I'm saying?
Like again, and even with the Casemiro, he's already perfecting the dark arts. He's already perfecting his version of the dark arts in the Premiership. Like it's coming together, people.
Yeah, and to Emmanuel as well. You missed that part. The reason why, so you said, let me respond to this. You're looking forward into next year. We haven't even got to half the season yet. We need to take it one step at a time. Extremely high expectations lead to very big disappointments. No, I'm not looking forward to next year. Somebody asked me a question. That's why we discussed this.
And
the question was asked. Jez, I think Jez remixed someone's question and was like, should you be challenging next season? Because it went on from the Ivan Tony.
Yeah.
So we didn't start the show and be like, yo, next season we should do this and this. No, Emmanuel. We're just answering questions that have been asked. Someone asked about next year. That's all it is. Like, you can be, you know what I'm saying, pessimistic and disappointed in it. Like I say, I don't have high expectations. I'm very level-headed when it comes to where I see Manchester United going. I've not sat here and said, yo, we going to win the Prem. We going to win the Champs. That's high expectations. I've just said be the best out of the rest. The rest is not very good. I don't think we have to be exceptional to be the second best team in this country currently as it is. Currently as everyone is constructed now. And when I look at where other teams need to improve, they need the same amount of work or more work than us. Legit. Like, I'm looking at Arsenal. I think they need more work than us, and I think their manager needs more work. I think we have a miles better manager than them, which I think will edge us if it came to a head-to-head with Arsenal. I also think we have a better team than them, a better 11. In terms of Spurs are Spurs. Like, they're with Conte. And Spurs will always Spurs. Like, they got to change that. Chelsea, Graham Potter's the unknown. But Chelsea could be a problem if they get their window right. But they're changing upstairs. They need more than us. Or at least bare minimum the same. At Liverpool, they won't spend the money needed to sort out their mess. They won't spend that money. But we move. Go on.
I think we have the second best manager in the league.
Wow. That's a big statement.
I think we have the second best manager in the league. Better than Conte. Better than Arteta. Better than Klopp. At this point. Now, to Klopp's defense, Klopp is hamstrung by them bums they got to put on the pitch every game. Okay? I'm a fan of Klopp. Right? And when people talk about what he's done, like, you know, with compared to the rest of the guys like the City, he hasn't been at clubs that get the type of capital that these other big clubs do. They might be big in name, but in function, they don't function as big clubs. Liverpool does not spend like a big club because I'm pretty sure we consistently spend more money than they do. Right? You look at a Borussia Dortmund, like, that's a feeder team. We call that a feeder team. They build up their talent to sell. They don't build up their talent to win shit. A byproduct of them building up immense talent is them winning shit, right? Klopp does not have the weapons at his disposal that a Pep Guardiola has.
That's it.
Right? And no, Rams, you can ride for yours. I'm gonna ride for mine. That's all I'm saying. You can ride for yours. I'm gonna ride for mine.
I wouldn't put Ten Hag second, but I'm on the hot team, so I'm with you. I'm with you. Personally, logically, I wouldn't. From a United gas standpoint, yes, I will gas this.
Yeah. Only one I fear is that other bald brother. I don't know if I fear him because again he be having some zestiness to his mannerisms, but I get on the pitch he gets it done. I'll say that much. So yeah, I like where we're at, man. It's just the squad. It's always gonna be the squad for me. They got fucking all these ball players, and I got Bruno. I got Maguire. Maguire was playing at the top. Listen, if you CR7 fanboys don't know what kind of situation we're in because of your man's, Maguire was playing at the top.
Yeah, we have to get forward to the big man. So it was.
Get the ball to the big dude.
It is that. I hear you. And so Manuel who says, again, Manuel, you're missing. He says, flawless. If Arsenal finish above us, you'll have to eat those words live on stream. I love to banter them, and my brother's an Arsenal fan, but let's be real, they're way more consistent than us. Who mentioned this season, Emmanuel? I don't know if because you've come in halfway through the conversation, halfway through the stream, you've not heard everything that's been said. But you said it, Emmanuel. We weren't talking about this season, we're talking the season afterwards. I haven't said we finish above Arsenal this season. Them words have never left my mouth. You know what I'm saying? One thing the thing that I did say was that they have much more to work on than we do. They also don't have the resources we do. I also think our manager is better than us. And this, I'm talking the season after. One thing I will say is they can have the we finish best losers trophy. That's all well and good. Man don't care about all that. And what I'm saying is we have a more successful season than them this season. And we'll finish above them the season after. 100%. That's what I will say. I don't fear Arsenal. You can be shook at Arsenal. I sound like Lewis, but I will never, ever be shook of Arsenal in my life. Never. Yeah. I've been shook at them when it was good. But no, I'm not shook of someone who ain't done something significant in 20 years. Some of you lot ain't been alive since it. Emmanuel, you in uni or college? When's the last time Arsenal did something of note? Was you alive? Was you alive? You was in primary school. Like, come on, man. But we move. You lot continue to get your questions in as well. I didn't even expect this show to go like this, but here we are, ManDem United, Sarcasm City, man. Or big up all, you know what I'm saying? All that. I see all the celebs in the chat as well. Love to see it.
Talk about it.
But where was we at? Speaking of that, and like the sky falling and things like that. Obviously, Europa League, we finished runners up. I put the tweet out and I stated this before all the group games and during the whole group game run. Finishing second would just be an inconvenience, and that's it. That's how I look at it. It's an inconvenience. Ryan actually made the great point. Shout out to Ryan. It's just the fixture congestion. I don't fear any of these. And to Shellington, who says, "Do man never get bored of Arsenal sermons? Talk about the Reds, man." Ask some questions about United, then Shellington. You're not a part of the solution. You're a part of the problem. People ask questions about Arsenal, so we gonna answer questions. That's all man's doing. But yeah, back to the point I was making. It's an inconvenience. That's legit. Like I say, it's an inconvenience, and I don't fear anybody dropping down.
Yep.
Simple as that. Again, let me reiterate this. That doesn't mean that Manchester United can't lose over two legs. That doesn't mean we are the best team in the world. That doesn't mean we are going to steamroll through whoever we play. I'm not saying those things. I'm not saying it is going to be very easy. I'm just saying whoever we play, if we get knocked out, I will be pissed, including Barcelona, including Ajax, including Juventus, any one of them teams. Any one of them teams. I don't fear. If we go out to one of them teams, I'm looking at Ten Hag and the players. You lot messed up. Something went very wrong over this two-legged. It's not a one-off game where Lewandowski just did a madness. If that happened, I hold my hands up and go, yo, Lewandowski was just on one today.
He was just on one.
He was just on one today. But over a two-legged game, and I've watched Barcelona. I've not watched a lot of Juve. I only watched them in the last game against PSG. Ajax, I know Liverpool fans will tell me that they weren't good, and we have the perfect man to get past Ajax. We have the perfect guy to do that. Sevilla just changed their manager, so they're kind of an unknown entity. And obviously, these games are in February. We're only in the start of November. So a lot can change in terms of team strengthening, in terms of terms getting weaker in regards to injuries and things of that nature. Managers could change as well. But currently, as it stands on the 4th of November, I don't fear any of those teams dropping down. And if we get knocked out, I'll be pissed, including Barcelona. It's an inconvenience. And that's all it is, Manchester United fans. Just look up. The sky's still there. We good. And I've said this from the start of the season, and Roms has heard me say this, and many others. Eddie's heard me say this. I said target the Europa League from the beginning of the season, from before a ball was kicked. And I stand by that. And the more I see and the signings and things of that nature, I'm calm with it. But what are you saying, Eddie? Your thoughts?
I think people need to relax. Um, when we play a team that doesn't include Ronaldo, I like our chances. That's as simple as it gets for me. Like, yeah, I'm consistent with me. Like, if Ronaldo's not involved, or at the most he's involved as a substitute, I like our chances. It was good to see Garnacho do something out there. I think that always helps his confidence. I think he gave people somewhat of what they wanted to see on that left-hand side, which is see ball, go for it, get the goal in, right? I respect Brazilian Ronaldo. I got you, James. I got you.
Hey, shout out R9, man. That Brazilian
Shout
Ronaldo
out, I
different,
got
man.
to.
Shout out R9 every time, man.
The rest of the team, yeah, I have no qualms with. And then Varane's coming back after World Cup, so right now we have, I think, Lindelof. Did he start last game?
Yeah, Lindelof did start.
Lindelof started last game. Couple iffy moments, but do you know what's funny? It's everything that we've always said about Linda. Why we call him Linda?
Why you call him Linda?
Why I call him Linda? Because brother ain't mixing it up.
Yeah, there's a couple times he didn't engage.
He the home girl, and sometimes shit happens at these spots. You see some brothers you had some talking tos in a while ago, but now they got that liquid courage in them. So the fists start to swinging. Linda, that one girl in the club saying, "Stop, stop, stop, stop." Meanwhile, you need to watch out, Linda, because these fists flying all around you. Just watch out. Let them get it in, and then you can come back and pick up the pieces.
Yeah.
Like so many times with the ball running at him, he was just backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. You got to put your foot in there. Who cares if you get done? Like, that's the thing. No. Maguire doesn't have your pace. So when he gets done, it's curtains.
Oh, yeah, it's a wrap. Show's over.
Right?
Yeah.
When Linda he got some speed to you, bro. Just take the chance. Right? Just take the chance. That's all we ask. So progressive wise, like, he's better on the ball than Varane. That's for damn sure. You can tell he's more comfortable during the press. You feel what I'm saying? Salute, Rons. I try, man. I try.
You ain't trying. You doing, fam. Go on. Carry on, man.
So his I'm telling you, like, he can play. Yeah, shout out King Manny too. He can play ball. Linda can play ball, but the physicality that it demand, that the position he plays that it demands, is just like, bruh,
it's not it.
Don't you remember we was trying to get him to play DM?
Oh yeah, people mentioned that. That's crazy. Yeah, that was wild.
How are we getting him to, like, why are we getting a center back to play DM? Because you're not ready to be in the mix. Yeah. So from that performance, I think only one who could hold their head up, probably Garnacho, because he got the goal.
Garnacho was good.
Everyone else was mid to poor. Eriksen had his first bad game in a while.
Yes.
Casemiro was okay. He made a couple great passes, was engaged, of course, like he always is, because he's crazy. Who else? Yeah, I think from the rest of them, not too much else from the rest of them. Yes, everybody was just mid to below average. I wouldn't say anybody had a poor game. Well, shout out De Gea. He made a couple great saves. I think the one off the rebound was probably his best
quality.
Oh, Van de Beek. We can speak on Van de Beek too. I think people need to, again, relax. Don't get too jumpy on Van de Beek. And if I haven't seen you, especially if you're in this chat, because I'm watching who's in this chat, if I haven't seen you hold smoke for Bruno, I don't want to see you hold smoke with Van de Beek. Shout out to the people who do it for both, who are equal opportunity smoke givers. I salute you. But some of y'all, shit, I'm trying to figure out what else Bruno can get away with. I don't want to say it again because it's on YouTube, but I'm sure there's a lot of shit that Bruno does that people got crickets for.
Yeah.
Van de Beek didn't. The thing, his problem was he didn't do much. That's Van de Beek's problem, right? And I can't. I'm trying to figure out what blame to put that on him because we just couldn't get a hold of the ball.
Yeah.
For long spells of that game, we couldn't get a lot of the ball. And Van de Beek is a possession team player.
Facts.
You give him the ball, he makes shit happen.
Mm-hmm.
And to be fair, Sam, I mean, I'm seeing it. We scored when he was on the pitch.
First.
I'm just saying, man.
That's
where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Like, we score when he's on the pitch, but to let you go.
That's cool, man. Get off your chest.
Not too many results to big up. Not too many results to. I mean, not too many performances to look at and be like, yeah, you know what? That was the one. That was the one right there. So we move, man. We move. We don't get too high on the highs. Don't get too low on the lows. Just kind of have them maintain this level of play going into the World Cup. That's all we need to have. I think we got like 3 games before the World Cup, right?
Yeah, I think it's this game, the 2 against 4, the 2 against Villa, because one of them is the League Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, because we played Villa. So it's this game against Villa, the League Cup against Villa, Fulham. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's just the 3 games, before the World Cup.
And so, in actuality, from the league games, we need to get 6.
First.
We need to get 6 because of the competition. If it was like the Spurs, when we had, I think it was Chelsea, Spurs, Newcastle, I said, give me 5 to 7 or 9. I knew we weren't going to get 9, right? But just don't give me an L.
Yeah, we got 7 from 9 from that 3, which is good. That's a good return.
That was it, man. That was it. So we move, man. We just keep it going.
In regards to the game yesterday, very similar to the West Ham game. When I seen the front 4, I was concerned. Simply, even though I thought the front 4 against Sociedad was better, when you take out, whether you rate Sancho, Martial, Anthony, that's a whole different conversation. But they're 3 of our better attacking players. I would say they're 3 of our best 4. So when you take 3 of our best 4 attackers out, it's not going to look the same. Whether you rate those 3 or not is not the conversation I'm having. So people don't say, oh, well, such and such is terrible. They're still the better half of what it is. They're still better than Ronaldo. They're still better than Alanga. Garnacho is new, so I let him off. Still better than Bruno. Like, those players I mentioned are better than them players. Like Rashford, I throw in the mix like he's one of our better ones. The reason I start with the performance, the performance wasn't good. But why I don't like people losing their mind is that's our first poor team performance in a long time. And it's always the sky's falling over the greatest team in the world. And there's no middle ground. Sometimes you can have average performances, people. I very rarely hear people say this, whether it's people in the comments, whether it's people on socials, whether it's, other content creators, whether it's mainstream media and that say, oh yeah, they were just average today. He was just okay today. It's like Eriksen. Now Eriksen's been bad for the longest. Was Eriksen poor against Sociedad? Yes. Mm-hmm. Do I believe he was poor before that? No. Do I believe he's been average? Yes. I believe he's been 5, 6 out of 10. Well, people will move the goalposts and say, well, Eriksen's been poor, but when we start talking about Ronaldo, people want to start moving differently. I don't talk about his poor performances. Like, be equal. Like, I'm very fair whether I rate a player or not. Eriksen was poor yesterday. But before that, I think he's been average in the past few games. Does he need to step his levels up? Yes, because he's very key to what we do. Because when he doesn't play well, you see how we struggle. The reason why I'm not going to get onto Donny is because that was his first start in a long time. His first start of the season. So he needs to get up to speed. He only had the 1 sub appearance before that, and then he got like 60 minutes, I think, in that game yesterday. So what he needs to do if he plays against Villa on Sunday is step up. I'm looking for a better performance from me. I'm looking for an impactful performance. Garnacho's been a breath of fresh air. I would love to see him start on Sunday. I don't think it will happen, but I like Garnacho. Fearless. You know what I'm saying? Direct. That's what I like. Took his goal very, very well. Took his goal, commits defenders. I keep saying it, play ISO ball. Like I run jokes with it, but it's a basketball reference, but I say it all the time. Yo, run ISO ball.
Yeah.
Run at the defender. And if they come and double up and another man comes out there, then someone's free. So I like Garnacho. Ronaldo, so I'm not going to criticize him because that's just his level.
Oh, you had me fucking rolling yesterday.
Go on. Oh, you mean?
Yeah, I watched that red shit. It was like, help me. Yeah, help me.
Yo, give me something. Please, man. I tried, man. I legit, my voice was breaking. You can hear it now. I tried. Genuinely. I tried with Ronaldo this season. Like, help me, help you. Help me. Nigga. Help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. For those that don't know, go watch the Red Talk with, on Rancy's Twitch with me and Aaron and Rance. Yeah, and I was talking about, people forget that I was trying to defend Ronaldo and say he can have impact, but that's a whole different conversation. Yeah. But yeah, Ronaldo, Bruno. Yeah, so it's like I can't really continue to get onto players who are not good enough or players I don't rate. This is why you very rarely hear me. Like, I'll criticize Bruno on a watch along. I'll talk about him after the game, but I don't go in depth like I used to. Because I understand that's his level. I understand where Ronaldo's level is. Garnacho, I like. Donny, I'm expecting more from you. Eriksen, I'm now expecting more from you. Hopefully Anthony's fit. Hopefully Sancho's fit. Hopefully Martial's fit. Just to give Ten Hag more options. Yeah. Because this is why I've said for the longest about Manchester United not finishing top 4, because there's going to come a time towards the end of the season where Ten Hag has to prioritize. And we're in a quarterfinal second leg of the Europa League, and we got a big game on the Sunday. He's going to have to pick one. And then if we're in the semi-final first leg, and then we got Arsenal away on the Sunday, and then the next week after we've got, I don't know, Liverpool away. I know that's not the fixture list, but I'm just using that as an example, people, to show he's going to have to prioritize. And we can see our squad isn't the greatest. I've been saying this for the longest. Our squad is thin. Now, if we improve in January, that could change a lot. That could change a lot, 110%. Because Rams here said, let me get to this. He says, Flawless and Eddie, where do you think you'll finish this season? Ooh. Anywhere for me, anywhere 4 to 6. Anywhere 4 to 6, I'm still saying. For the reasons I was just naming, I can see Ten Hag prioritizing the Europa League. And our Premier League form taking a hit because of it. So I could see him playing, let's say it's an Alanga, Ronaldo, Garnacho, front three. Let's just say, for example's sake. And then in the in the Europa League game, it's Martial, Rashford, Anthony. Like, or something like that. I can see him maybe trying to rest a couple of the midfielders, and we don't see Casemiro and Eriksen, and it's Fred, it's McTominay, it's Donny in there. Maybe. What are you saying? Where do you think we'll finish the season?
I'd go 3-2 through 6. I think that's how
3 to 6 first.
Because I think that's how on the, like, we walking on a tightrope right now, and we ain't looked down yet. So, we doing all right. We doing all right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We gonna look at that. We gonna look down one of them days.
Yeah.
And who's gonna be around to tell us to, hey, yo, keep your head up type shit. And I look at the brothers we got. It's not a big crowd of people. I trust that voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need some help, and we've talked about it numerous streams. If we don't score goals, that for me will be the difference.
What do you mean, like multiple goals?
Multiple goals. Like we have to start putting
teams to the
2 goal appearances up. Because if we continue to do this 1-0 shit, teams gonna figure it out. Maybe we just be a bit more compact to start the game, get it all the way through, start winning the balls in certain areas we know they like to have the ball in. We can be successful because these teams are still getting adjusted to the way that Ten Hag attacks, how he defends, how he manages. Teams are still getting adjusted to that. When that first adjustment happens, I think that'll be the most telling sign about where we are. And I think so far, every time you think they got us, we didn't made it out. Like we lost we lost how many games? We only lost
Lost,
besides the other two, we've only
you
lost
said
one
lost
time,
one. Yeah, it's just a city game. Like
right? Just
people,
the
yeah,
city.
just the one. Yeah,
Because
just the
even
one.
now the draw, even when draws and wins are looking like losses, you know
Yeah,
you're in a
100%.
good
Like we
space.
won yesterday. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like, and people are
yeah.
acting like the sky's falling.
And I think primarily that was just because of how we set up. Just because of how we set up that we won that game. So 3-6. That's why it's so extreme for me, right? Like we continue to play well, we get help. I can see us being the third best team.
It's fast.
We continue like this, we don't get help. To your point, we run our guys into the ground.
I can see that happening.
Because again, they got the World Cup
Yeah,
and then
that's
they're gonna come back and have football.
true.
So there's really no like usually with the World Cup, they play in the summertime. These brothers get a break
Yeah,
before they come back to really compete like that. And so with that being flipped, I can only imagine the kinds of injuries, muscle injuries that might probably pop up in this World Cup and after it, right? So and
facts.
if we have no depth and we have injuries like I expect us to,
This is a problem. Yeah, could be a
that's where
problem.
sixth place comes along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
And
think if we
Nathan, yeah, go on.
continue and make just to finish that, we
Yeah,
continue
that's cool.
make a couple tweaks here and there. I think we can solidify fourth. I really do because I
That's
think Spurs, Chelsea, and us are all gonna be switching positions due to how close we are in points. And even in Newcastle, you see Newcastle popping up trying to put their hat in the race. So
they're trying to do their thing
and the
and they
thing
playing
is,
well.
the good thing is with the Chelsea situation,
Mhm.
we've played our hardest game. Spurs are Spurs, so I'm not worried about them. Who else? Newcastle. Newcastle, y'all got lucky. We had Ronaldo out there. So that's where it all comes down to. That's what it all comes down to, man. Everything was at y'all disposal to get the dub. You didn't do it, Newcastle. So we gonna get y'all. Shout out to Steve. I know you out there listening. Brother, we are on the way. Shout out Dundada.
Big up
Mayo,
Black Diamond every
good to
single
see you
time.
again, man.
You lot run up the likes as well. And to James, he says Ronaldo discourse is annoying. He was all right yesterday. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
That's the problem, James. He was all right. I agree with you. He was okay yesterday. But that's the problem. He's always okay. He's never good. That's not good enough. Like, yo, James, you're Cook Martial. You know what I'm saying? And cook
Yeah,
other
you
players
seen
and
you cook
criticize.
Martial.
And but when it comes to Ronaldo, you don't want to have that same energy. Like, nah, I don't work like that. You said it there. He was all right yesterday. I agree with you. I think he was okay yesterday. But that's not good enough. And he's been okay the entire season. That's not good enough. You playing as our 9. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I'm not having 5s and 6s. No. That's just me, though, innit? That's just me. Yes, Ryan, I did say you was right. You know what I'm saying? You heard me say correct the point you made in regards to what was it? The fixture congestion being the worst part about finishing second. I agree. Shellington says, and I will get to your questions, you lot. Don't worry, and I started better ones, 100%. Yeah. My same is, you cook Martial because of his availability, but you still cooked him is my point. Is I'm making out. Martial will get cooked for his availability. Martial's availability problems has been as bad and as detrimental as Ronaldo's performances this season. They've both been detrimental to the team. Ronaldo don't start well. I keep saying this. He's not played well in a game he started all season. We're now in November. But tomorrow is bonfire night. We've been playing since August. But we move. How much money and time does Ten Hag realistically get? What does he have to do this season? So I'm presuming with this question, you're saying, what does he have to do this season? In terms of money, I don't know. In terms of what can he realistically get, I've said a trophy. But in 3 trophies, I think they're definitely one of the favorites for the Europa League, FA Cup and League Cup draws, so you don't know what's going to go on there. But one of Chelsea or City are going out because they drew each other in the League Cup. So, yeah, that's what I'd say. But more so outside of trophies and results, I'm just looking at better performances, different performances.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at United improving in all areas, defensively and offensively, and we're seeing that from Ten Hag. I'm seeing him not only get better team performances, but getting the most out of individuals. His signings are not his signings. And everybody, ironically, bar Cristiano Ronaldo, has looked better this season. Everybody. Even Maguire. That game against West Ham, even Maguire like played well.
Played well. Yeah.
Like really winning how many set pieces? Like West Ham are a tall team and he competed. Even yesterday, I can't criticize him. He's actually, it was a plan of attack. I'm saying, like, I don't have no issue with that. Lindelof, who I don't rate, we've seen better. New McTominay played well. Dalot looks like a new man. Shaw's played well. Varane's been better. I'm saying, like, Donny's not played. Even Bruno, who have been critical of, has looked better. Like Sancho, even though his performances haven't been good, has looked better at times. So yeah, that's how I'm looking at it in regards to what he had. But that's my personal preference this season. What are you saying already?
No, I'm gonna give him all the time he needs until he gives me something to root against. Yeah, all the time he needs, and I think to piggyback off of your point, like, yo, if again he got 3 seasons, this is what I'll say to answer the question.
First,
he got 3 seasons to get me some type of trophy. I'm just call a spade, bro. Cool. I'm not here for pretty football and top 4. I'm here for the chips. I need my chips with the dip. The salsa cups, give me those. If he gets one of those,
chips with the dip.
Need my chips with the dip, man. Shout out to Aubrey. I think he was the first person I heard say that. Yeah, dog. I need some hardware.
I need my chips with the
dip. I think that has to be the benchmark for any United coach going forward. If you don't do something like that in the first couple, and again, it could be FA. Fuck, we desperate, bro. It could be Carabao, Europa, fucking Prem, whatever. Name it. He got to get it. So that's where I'm at with this. Like, he got 3 years to give me some hardware. If by year
James,
3...
cut you off. Yeah, Sancho ain't look better. Back to my point is, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk about Ronaldo. Ronaldo's not look better. Him and Sancho are the only 2 players that haven't looked good, haven't looked better this season. You happy now? I'm saying this guy will defend Ronaldo to the end of the earth, but we move. Go on,
Carry man. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that, man.
I will defend him to the end of the earth. James. Ronaldo's not been good this season. I don't know how many times I have to say it. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He's a detriment to the team, and he's not good enough. And this is why when he was available in the summer, nobody came in for him. He's not good. He's been okay at best, but we move. Go on, carry on, Eddie. Sorry.
No, I'm with you, bro. It's like, for me, you already know how I feel about him. If we were a real serious club, he would not even be here.
Yeah.
You wanted out, then you quit on us. Brother, you already proved to me you was the ops. I don't handle you with kid gloves anymore.
Facts.
I've said, hold on, give me 1 second. Second.
No stress. No stress. Do your thing. Back to where we were saying before Eddie gets back as well. You look, good questions as well, man. You know what I'm saying? I've enjoyed the show so far. Very, very good questions. Continue to as well. Ryan said this earlier. It's encouraging for United because when the biggest problem is the lack of quality from attackers, that's the best problem to have. The coach is doing his job, just needs better quality of players up front. Literally, yeah. And I've stated this again. Another great point, Ryan, in regards to Ten Hag signings. The majority of them have been defensive. And that's why we've looked better defensively. He's only signed 1 player for the final third. Yes, Eriksen you can class as an offensive player. And we've seen the impact he's had from a deeper role. But yeah, Anthony's like, that's his only signing. So I want to see Ten Hag get his guys. Like, I want to see what it's like when we have his 9, his 10, his left winger. Like, I'm really interested to see that. Like, what does a Ten Hag front 4 look like? I don't know yet. And to tell you the truth, I even know what a Ten Hag back 4 looks like because these ain't really his guys. Varane you'll give a blight to because Varane is quality. Like, Varane's quality. And Martinez has been good. But Dalot and Shaw, even though I rate Dalot, are not his fullbacks. We don't know if he would sign a Dalot and Shaw. Again, the goalkeeper, De Gea as well, who De Gea has been good. De Gea has been better this season. 110%. Like, with De Gea, and I get to that. Yeah. You know what the thing is, though, Emmanuel? I've said this before about Ryan all the time. Yeah, I give him shit because that's little bro. And that's why I give him so much shit. But this is logical. Like when he's not talking with emotion and he's not talking about Liverpool, he makes sense. This makes sense, what he says here. And what he said earlier about the fixture congestion being the biggest issue for Manchester United with finishing runners up. Like, obviously, I like, you know what I'm saying, pointing on Ryan because it's hilarious. But when he right, like type of thing. So that's what I'm really interested. And this is why I'm so excited in regards to Ten Hag and what he's doing. Because even in this small time, I can see small things that I'm like, I see what you did there. That's very clever. And he's much more knowledgeable than I am. And you knew he's a good coach and a good manager from what he had done at Ajax. The level he gets to, I don't know. I'm not saying he's the guy to take United right back to the very top of the Premier League and Champions League. But I think he's the guy to at least build and put us on a platform to get there. But I like what I'm seeing. I've already said Europa League. And I keep reiterating that. I continue to reiterate that. But we'll see. Matt Hodges said, yeah, people keep asking this. Would I start Donny? Yes. Bruno suspended. So I don't think there's any. Would I go with? Yeah, I'd go with the same midfield. I'd go with Casemiro, Eriksen, Donny. I don't know Sancho's fitness. I don't know Anthony's fitness. I don't know Martial's fitness. If Anthony's fit, I start him. Sancho and Martial, I'd put on the bench. Then who would I play? I'd go with Garnacho and Rashford. As much as I don't like Rashford as a striker, I'd play Rashford up front and play Garnacho from the left. Anthony from the right. Then Donny, Casemiro, Eriksen, and then the back four would be the same. I'd played, the same back four, same goalkeeper as against Sociedad. Is it ideal? No. I just think it's the best we have so far. Hopefully Sancho and Martial can make the bench. Yeah, RJ. I'd bench Ronaldo. Yes, because his better performances have been off the bench. You know what I'm saying? James says, I'll be watching how much patience you guys have with Martial this season. I need the same energy when he starts playing. When do I not keep the same energy with every player, James? I've been here a long time now. You've been here a long time. When do I not keep the same energy with players before you go? My point is, if a player doesn't play well, I will step.
Oh, shit.
It's like Eriksen. Eriksen's I think he's one of our better players, but he needs to step up in regards to his current performances. So it's not a same energy thing. It's like, are you playing well? Martial, I've already said, and let me reiterate this again. I know I repeat myself a lot. Manchester United need to sign 2 strikers, people. Because we can't rely on the strikers we have for different reasons. One of them is not good enough and one of them is not available enough. Therefore, we need 2 strikers minimum. If it's up to me, I'd sign 3 strikers. I'd sign 1 this window and 2 in the summer. I'd sign 1 in January and 2 in the summer. Legit people. That's what I would be on. But that's me. But yeah, go on. Carry on, Eddie. Go on.
No, to James, look, man. We critique players who aren't playing well. It's that simple. We don't have agendas here. We don't root for people to fail here. If you play well, we'll say you played well. It's that simple. Like, thank you, Nathan. Whenever Martial has been here, been available, he's produced.
So far this season in a small time, yeah.
The small time he's been on the pitch, he's produced. Let's think. Liverpool. Who played in the decisive goal? Martial. Fucking Everton. Who played the goal? Who played the pass to get Anthony the goal to bring us level? Martial. He hasn't been on the pitch other than that. Oh, my fault. You know what? I apologize. When he went to Europa.
Oh, yeah, he scored. Yeah.
We were struggling. Who scored to break the top? Like, it's all there for you, my brother. It's all there for you. Now let's go to. I don't want to do the diagnosis of Ronaldo. Do I need to say it again? He was suing in the projects. This is not me making this shit up. This brother was out here suing in war-torn countries.
Yep.
We have no agendas here.
Big up, Mo.
Shout out Nathan. 3 goals, 2 assists in 3 games. What do you want me to talk about when it comes to Martial, my bro? What do you want me to say about him? We've said what already needs to be said. He does not stay fit.
Yeah.
When it comes to Ronaldo, he does not finish. He does not play well with others. He needs it on.
I think Eddie was about to say he needs it on the plate, and that's legit where he's at. Go on, Eddie. I think you're back.
No, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Because unfortunately, I'm going to have to close out here soon.
Yeah, no stress, man. Feel free because I'm going to close out the stream anyway, shortly.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
It's all good.
Yeah. That's it. I'm all good.
Yeah. And to where it is, this is a great point. So that's my point. I don't have yes, do I run bants and jokes, especially when it's our rivals? Absolutely. Do I have my favorites? Yes. But I will criticize. I was the one here on this channel advocating McTominay starting over Casemiro. I was arguing with people about that. Legit. Because McTominay deserved 2 starts. Because he was playing well.
Before we get out. Yeah.
I was calling him new McTominay. Yeah. Go on. Give your score prediction, fam, for
1-0. 1-0 United.
You saying 1-0?
1-0 United.
This is fair to say, yo. That's fair to say. Would you start Donny before you go as well? Would you start him on the weekend? Bear in mind, Bruno's suspended.
I'd probably play Fred.
So what, you go Fred, Casemiro,
Ericsson.
All right, Fez.
Because I think I want to legit suffocate out the midfield for them.
So you just got energy.
Suffocate the midfield out. And then, if Ericsson looks like he needs it, that's when I bring in Donny.
Okay. What would be your front three? Yeah, it's tough.
I'll go. Damn. I ain't brought that out in a long time, right?
Damn. That's how you know we've been playing well, because you ain't saying.
Yeah. I'll probably go Rashford up top. Depending on fitness, hopefully Anthony's back, so I'll go Anthony. Off the left. Oh Lord. Oh my God. Probably have to go Garnacho.
So you got Anthony right, Garnacho left, and who through the middle?
Rashford.
You went with the same 3 as me.
Yeah.
Exact same 3 I picked. Yeah, my midfield was different. I went with Donny instead of Fred, but my front three was the same.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, I was like, it's not ideal, but it's the best we can come up with.
It's the best we can do right now, bro. For real.
Let's just hope Anthony and Sancho and Martial are back, available, because we need Sancho and Martial on the bench. I looked at our bench against Sociedad and I was like, Jesus.
It's
Alestri, Shortile. I'm like, and that's no disrespect to them people. I'm just saying, we can't already this part of the season, we're relying on kids to come on and change the game from an offensive standpoint.
We can't be doing that.
Yeah, that's unfair on them. That's unfair on them. Hey, James, I'm tired of it too. That's why I said go sign 2 strikers.
Yep.
I'm tired of it too, man.
That's what it is.
Tired.
I ain't trying to see them kids again. Shout out to the rest of the squad who fuck with that shit. Me, I am good. I need adults. That's where I'm at, man.
Is anything else you want to add, Eddie?
Nah, man. Another dope one in the books. 100%. Love to the chat mafia. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like. Hit the like. Well, I even check y'all because I couldn't see it on my. We have my desktop set up.
Well,
y'all gotta hit them likes. I need at least 30. I need at least 30. If we don't got 30, if we got 30, go to 40. If we already got 40, go to 50. Run it up.
We're at 27. So yeah, man.
Yeah. Come on, man. Y'all better get us to 30. Yeah, or I'm putting in the call to Trent for Trent to be transferred to your club. That's what y'all need to do. Give me my 30 likes, man.
Yeah, that likes up, man.
All right, but man. Always love followers. Appreciate it.
Eddie, big up, man. Love every time. I'll catch up with you. Obviously, if you're about later on, obviously hop on one of the
I
NBA
should be. I
watches.
should be because I go. I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be out in them streets around like 9:30, 10.
Yeah, man.
So
Do your
I'll
thing,
be.
man.
Yeah.
Do your thing. It's all well and good.
I should. I think I'll be. I think I want to be around for the Pelicans joint. I want to be around for the. You're doing the Pelicans game, right?
Nah, we changed it, so we're gonna do both Celtic, but we're gonna watch, like, I'm sure ManDem will be watching the Pelicans.
Who playing?
Celtics and the Bulls.
Oh, for fucking Murtaza.
Yeah, but not even that. Warriors are resting a lot of their stars.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they rested. I think it's Steph, Clay, Draymond. One sec.
Oh, James, you got to come to the Twitch, bro. We do NBA
man,
watch
James,
along.
how did you know this, James? You're a regular here, my
man,
guy.
You got to pull up, man. We gonna speak. Sorry about your man's. You're gonna be out for a little bit, but yeah, that's what it is. We do all that.
Yeah, man. The thing is, James, it's on the upcoming live stream schedule on the YouTube, because I always run a stream at the same time on the YouTube to remind everybody to get over to the Twitch. I'll always run a stream. 1 second, I'll tell you now, because we was gonna do Pelicans Warriors, and then the ManDem were like, such and such is mission. 1 sec, I'll tell you now. Yeah, the Warriors are resting Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Andrew Wiggins tonight in New Orleans. Eddie's gone, but yes, so that's why we are doing Bulls Celtic. So we're doing, yes, the Boston Celtics versus Chicago Bulls. That'll be 11:30 p.m. But that's already on the upcoming live stream schedule anyway. That's already on the upcoming live stream schedule. No stress.
So who they resting?
They resting basically all the stars, yo. Curry, Green, Thompson, and Wiggins.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
It's fifth game, a 5-game road trip. So then that man in the chat was like, yo, do Bulls Celtic. So I was like, all right. So that's the hour earlier. Yeah, download the Twitch, James, man. Download the Twitch. You sign up for free. And then the same way you watch and comment on YouTube, it's the exact same on Twitch. And we talk NBA. You get your NBA questions. Obviously, there's football talk as well, but yeah, sporting talk as well. That's what that is. Well, let's see hopefully the game's good, because I was looking forward to Pelicans Warriors as well. But here we are. Right, Jay-Z likes tweet criticizing Drake for making fun of Meg Thee Stallion shooting situation. It's a whole different conversation.
Hey, man, yeah, we are not involved. We are not involved.
He's going to bypass that. We going to bypass that shit. 100%.
First off, I'm not even a fan of Drake's. So people don't cancel me. So, okay, that's all I got. Dog, I saw that line. I said, oh, no. Oh, he done it now. Brother, Twitter probably a crazy place for him.
Oh, yeah, Twitter's been nuts with it. Yeah, it's been crazy.
God, I can't believe you said it, man. I can't believe you said it.
Just leave him to it, innit? But yeah, people, ManDem United will be back, because there's no European football next week. We'll be back to normal, people. We'll be back to normal. So Tuesday, 5:30 p.m. on the YouTube, myself and Ivorian talking all things Manchester United, and then me and Eddie, probably 6:30 p.m., which is the regular slot, but Friday, 6:30 p.m. Sometimes we'll push it back. But yeah, 6:30 p.m. we'll be here talking all things Manchester United, previewing the next game, recapping the last game as well. And of course, Eddie said 1-0 prediction for Villa. I'd say the same, 1-0. That's what I'm saying. Depends on the fitness, though. If Martial, Anthony, and Sancho are all fit, I'll say 2-0.
Could get ugly.
If them three are all available and in the squad, I say 3. That's what I would say. No, 2-0, sorry. If those 3 are available. If not, without them 3, or only one of those 3, I'd say 2. I'd say 1-0, sorry. But love to everyone that's locked in. We're going to keep the show on the road. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Don't forget to go check out thelatesttrends.net as well, people. www.thelatesttrends.net. I'm saying, where you can go get all your online design. Well, online, it's an online store for designer clothing, people, male and female. So go treat yourself, go treat your other half. You have many great brands. You got D&G, you got D2, you've got Jordans, you've got Dolce & Gabbana, you've got Vinci. The list goes on. So make sure you go check it out. Designer clothing at cheaper prices, people. But love to everyone that has locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.